I woke up very early today. I should have been to the theater a little earlier. I was invited to an early screening of this movie, and I got there, and for some reason, we got there pretty early. Maybe I should have got there earlier, but I got there pretty early, and we got the third row from the screen. So the screen, and then you're like right in. I was like this. And I was like, oh no, am I going to survive this movie? The movie started playing. Oh my! In the Heights is directed by John M. Chu and stars Anthony Ramos as a character named Usnavi who has a dream, just like everyone else in the movie who has a dream. And they're all trying to pursue their dreams in many ways, but don't know how to do it. And they feel like they're failures, and they feel like they're happy where they are, but they want to move, but they want to do this, that. It's basically about dreams. That's what the whole movie's about. Dreams, love, and family. Essentially, when you narrow down the story, that's what In the Heights is about. A bunch of characters, a bunch of storylines, and how they live in the Heights, how they see the Heights, how they feel the Heights, and what they want to do outside of the Heights, or maybe even in the Heights. And it was awesome. This movie, holy crap. Like, I say, like, holy crap about a lot of movies sometimes because, like, you know, you want to be enthusiastic and stuff. But this movie, I really can't explain how I feel about it because it's on a deeper level than maybe you could not understand. I don't even understand because I don't even know how to explain it, or someone else may not understand. Being Boricua myself, families from Puerto Rico, Puerto Rican, this movie really, really hit me. I took my family to go see it. I went with my mom, my dad, and my sister. I got some tickets for them for the early screening, and we all were just crying like the whole movie. And I think that's what made it so much more beautiful for me, is because yes, I wasn't born in Washington Heights, was never born in New York. My mom was from Ponce, and my dad is from Brooklyn. But a lot of the stories that are in this movie, character motivations, lyrics, I felt because I have lived these moments through my parents, through their stories, through what I've experienced in my life being Puerto Rican. And it was just so beautiful to see it on screen. And I think John M. Chu captures it brilliantly. Brilliantly. And I'm not even kidding. This movie was a powerhouse. Every single frame, every single lyric, piece of dialogue was mind-blowing to me. Now, some people may not see it like that. But being from Puerto Rico, born in Texas, moved to Florida, seeing how much culture affects people, hearing stories from my parents, from my sister, from my cousins, this movie was like I was watching my lineage in a way. And I know it's about the main character being from the Dominican Republic, but there's a lot of Boricuas in the movie, a lot of Puerto Ricans. I wrote her name down. Leslie Grace, who plays Nina, fantastic in the movie. She plays a Puerto Rican girl that feels like she's not going anywhere because people always look down on her in certain ways due to her being Puerto Rican. And she talks about little racial profiling scenarios, and it's really emotional. And I felt that, like, I've been through stuff like that, and it sucks. It really does suck. And she was one of the characters that I really attached myself to because I understood where she was coming from. She has a song, and I forget what the song is, but it's with her and Corey Hawkins, who plays Benny. He does a phenomenal job as well. And they're at like a basketball court, and they start singing. And she talks about how it would have been so, like, what would it have been like if I was born and raised in Puerto Rico? And I think about that sometimes. That really did hit me because I was born and raised in Dallas, Texas. That's where my parents chose to raise me. So I was never born in Puerto Rico. I haven't been there. Yeah, like 3 times. All my family lives down there. And so I really attached myself to her and what her dreams were and how she wants to change the world. And it really, really hit me, her storyline. And it made so much of the movie more richer in flavor and like interest, because we have these powerful characters that are real. And I really, really felt for her, and I saw myself in her. And it was so beautifully done that I was actually mind blown. But let's talk about Anthony Ramos. Holy crap. Give Anthony Ramos the starring role in every single movie in the world, please. He took the screen. He took the screen. Every performance in this movie, every piece of dialogue, every scene he walks in, he is a powerhouse. He is bringing the greatness, the different, the everything to the camera, and it was awesome. I know this was a musical before, like, oh, you could just watch the musical, but to have it as a Warner Brothers property on this $1 million budget movie with the guy who made Crazy Rich Asians, that is Oscar nominated, with Lin-Manuel Miranda, with representation for Boricuas, Dominicans, Mexicans, Brazilians, Argentinians. Like, it's insane that this movie exists. But it's 2021. What do you expect nowadays? I don't think this movie would have been made a few years ago, because it would have been. But now we have so much representation, and it's insane. And I think that's why I love the movie so much, because I live in these areas. I live in these Hispanic communities and stuff, and I never see that put on screen. The stuff that I've seen in Puerto Rico, stuff that I've seen in Texas, stuff I've seen with my family upstate in New York or Pennsylvania or Florida, I never see that in movies. Until to see it in a movie as like this, such a beautiful movie, I was mind blown the entire time. Now let's talk John M. Chu. You already know, directed Crazy Rich Asians. Big, awesome, great movie. I love that movie. I remember putting it on one night. I didn't get to see it in theaters, but it was on HBO Max, I think, one day. And holy crap, just tears. Such a beautiful, beautiful movie. Like, I was very surprised. Like, you just don't see a movie about representation of any race and it hits you that hard. And I think from now on we're going to be seeing that, and I love that. That's awesome. Keep it coming, because this movie, the direction that John M. Chu takes it is insane. The way he shows everybody, the way he films the musical moments, the way he films the acting, the sad moments, the happy moments, it's crazy. The choreography, John M. Chu's direction is insane. That's all I gotta say. You're watching this movie and you're just like, holy crap. Like, holy crap. That scared me. Holy crap. Whatever. But it's just beautiful. John M. Chu knows what he's doing behind the camera. He knows how to represent all these different cultures on the camera, and I love it. There are certain scenes that I was like, this is unbelievable that this isn't a musical right now. This is beautiful. There's a pool scene for the song 96,000, which is one of my favorite songs. 96,000. That's just fire. It's straight fire. The scene is dope. There's the In the Heights opening. Holy crap. The opening to this movie, you're like, what? And you think like, oh, did they just show like all the talent and everything like in just one scene? Like, is the movie going to live up to all this hype in the beginning? Yes, and more. There are multiple music numbers that are crazy. 7-minute music numbers that I was just like, what? Like, this is awesome. So beautiful. The lyrics, the music, the beats, the singing. It was all around just a grand time. Just a grand time to be at the movies. And I also love the Blackout song. That I wanted to write that down for all of you in the Heights fans. The Blackout song was awesome too. I really loved it. But other than that, This movie did everything I wanted it to do. I wanted it to be fun. I wanted it to be creative. I wanted it to be colorful. I wanted to see representation on the screen and have it affect characters, not just, oh, he's Puerto Rican, but he just lives a normal life. Oh, he's Dominican. Oh, he lives a normal life. Oh, she's Mexican. Oh, they look. No, we are all different. We have different backgrounds, and they need to be represented on film, and that's what this movie does. It's what I wanted it to do, and it does it tastefully, and it does it so beautifully that it touched me, it touched my family, and I know it's going to touch you. Guys, I'm going to give In the Heights an A+. This movie was something I was so excited for, and I did not know what I was getting into when I started watching. It was powerful. It is amazing. There is a line in the movie that I never thought I'd ever hear in any film ever about Latinos, about anything. A movie that represents the Hispanic community in such a beautiful way. And there's a line in the movie where one of the characters, Nina, she's getting talked to by her dad, and a line I'm never going to forget. I think I'm going to say it wrong, but it's basically in the same vein. He says, honey, you're Boricua. No one can silence you. You are powerful. It was along the lines of that. And I never thought I'd ever hear anything like that in a movie about where I was from. Like, for him to say that you are a Boricua, you're Puerto Rican, and you're never going to be silenced, and you're powerful, and I think it was on the lines, that really touched me. And I don't think any movie I've ever seen has a line like that about where I'm from. And I love that. It was beautiful. I hope you guys do enjoy that movie. And go see it. HBO Max this Friday, in theaters this Friday. See it on the biggest screen you can. Go to Dolby, go to IMAX, go to Dine-In, wherever you gotta go. Watch this movie 10 million freaking times because it is beautiful and we need more movies like it. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, and bend on. Oh, and by the way, I love the way this movie represents everyone from the Dominican Republic or Puerto Rico. Like, they do all these little things. They have all these musical instruments. They have the family moments. And I, like, saw all of that before in my life. And I really felt those moments. Like, I felt like they were just recording my family. And there was a scene where one of the characters brings this out. If you're a true Puerto Rican, you know what this is. I actually don't even know what it's called, but I know it's some Puerto Rican thing. And let's get lit.